Hi, I'm Sinarasina and welcome to my video. So in this video I'm gonna give you some tips for the raid. Unlike last video, during this video I'm gonna give you like a very specific strategy and then another one. And afterwards we're gonna talk a little about what you can do in general. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the reason I'm like in this particular screen is because the 100 evils are the only way I can show you this strategy, since it's the only one that lets me use a party without any assist or support. Sorry, was thinking another game. Okay, so first of all we have this very weird theme. This is what you can use for the raid, and maybe you're wondering like why, or maybe you already know, because this is a very known strategy. But I always put a spin to it because most of the time you don't have the unit that is required for this strategy to work. But let me explain before I keep just saying stuff. You're going to the two units you need the most are this one. I think her name is Ayaka, right? So you're going to need Ayaka, and you're going to need Akira. Yeah, Akira. Why those two? Wait, well, they have their personal memorias, which are very important for us. Here, this is Akira's personal memoria, which gives her a charge draw, so she can summon charge disc. And then you have Ayaka, which has the blast draw ability, which does the same but for blast disc. Those are like the two memorias you need on the two units you need. These are very common units, so that's why I'm using them. Instead of Ayaka, you can also go for Juma. Where's Juma? Here. Juma's personal memoria has also blast draw, so she can do more or less the same. The only reason I'm not using Juma is because the boss, yeah, it's the same element as Juma, so I don't know, maybe it will target her more often. But there is also another reason. I'll tell you about it in a second. Also a more important reason. And now, the this is going to be your main attacker. In this case, we're going to need a flame unit. Again, this is, a forest type Kimochi. But it has to have this specific type of disc. It has to have two Acela discs, two blast discs, and a charge disc. This is very important, and you're going to see why in a minute. One of the main problems with this raid, and even I that have been playing this game for almost 5 years now, so the whole run, is that there are not many fire units that you can get for free. I have, some, but in most cases it's because I got them from events. For example, Rumor Suruno. I could use her. She has the same disc and she's a little stronger than regular Suruno, but in this case, you may not have her. That's why I'm going to use regular Suruno for this example. Here we go. You can also use, what was her name? Lapine. Again, she has the same kind of disc. So yeah, you can also use her if you have her. Ideally, we would like to use a unit like, I think her name is Rio, right? Like her. But there's a problem. She has two charge disc and one Acela disc, and that that won't work for us. It has to be one and one and then two blast disc. I mean, it has to be two assault disc, two blast disc, and one charge disc. That's very important. It always has to be like that. Now, if you have, maybe you have a 4-star girl that's fire attribute and has to blast this the same, configuration. I think Hagumu. No, Hagumu doesn't. Sorry, Hagumu. I brought you out for nothing. Maybe you? Ah, yes, you. Maybe you can use her, for example. If you have her, I don't really know her name, and I forgot to have the page open for her. But yeah, if you have her, yeah, go for her. If not, just use regular Suruno. That should be fine for you. Okay, now let me start the battle to show you this thing in action. I think it makes more sense once you see it working. This is just an example. Well, I'm not going to fight the whole, 7 waves. There is no reason to. Okay, so here we are. Turn 1. What you want to do is just Shinobu and her charge draw right away. I Yeah, her name is Akira Shinobu, right? Well, Akira. I'm gonna call her Akira, sorry. Now, one of the reasons I'm using Ayaka is because she has the survive. So, she can withstand hits. Now, if you really feel like the Kimochi is too strong and it may kill you, which I don't think is possible, especially with girls this level, you can equip Ayaka with a Memoria that gives her taunt. A guaranteed taunt. So you can use the taunt and then you can use this. And that way she's going to receive all the hits and at the same time she's gonna survive in case she gets killed because of what I just used. Alright? And in that case you want to put her like in front. So that way if the enemy is attacked with an horizontal sorry, a vertical disc, blast disc, is not going to hit Suruno here. Okay, so now I want to do a charge combo with Akira. Just pretend this is the Kimochi boss. Okay, that's the boss's turn. Now it's our turn again. Okay, now you want to use everything you got. That's why I brought this to lower the boss's defense. I got this Memoria that increases my charge damage. No, it doesn't increase the damage of the disc. It increases the charge damage when I attack when we have charge in here, right? And it increases my regular attack. And now, this Memoria I have gives me a 70% chance of critical hit. Sounds great, but at the same time, it also gives you two status conditions, which is Dazzle and Darkness. So that sucks. It's basically a 50-50 chance you're going to even hit. And then you have to take into consideration that if you hit, you only have 70% chance to do a critical hit. So it sucks. But the good news is that there is a Memoria you receive for free during the last year's Ashley Taylor event that negates both status conditions if you have it equipped. It's the good child Memoria. When the Memoria where Ashley Taylor is receiving a headpat from her father. So let me activate this and just look at Suruno. See, the two status conditions got negated because of that. Now again, let's pretend this is the boss. We want to inflict, I think this is darkness, right? We want to inflict darkness on the boss because if this hits the boss is gonna receive 80% more damage from any attack that has super effective damage. So of course we want that. And finally we're going to use the blast disc draw. And now we're going to go for this. See, I think you're starting to understand where I'm going with this. You have your charge already in place, and you're going to do a Blast Puella combo. Also, another reason I picked Acura instead of Rico, because Rico is here. Rico also has charge draw, but Akira's connect gives you an attack up, and gives you again charge damage up. So yeah, it's great. So let me show you. I press this too. Again, pretend this is the Kimochi. Yep. See? Bye. So if you have the means to, this is the strategy I recommend. Now, you gotta keep in mind that you will only be able to hit for enough damage on one turn, which is turn two, and afterwards you can do whatever you want. You won't be able to repeat the same combo again in the same battle. But the next battle you can do it again, and on the third battle you can do it again. So that's not much of a problem. To be honest, that's one of the strategies I've been using when it comes to Kimochis that are affected with blast. But then I discovered another strategy, and for that I'm gonna have to move away from this window. Let's go into my Chrome tab. Whoop, here we are, my Chrome tab. Okay, this is the memory I was using, the way home after the rain. Inflicts attack down, that's not important. Chance to darkness, 100%. That's why I was using it. It's very important. I already explained what darkness does. And I didn't explain that on my last video because I totally like, no wait, I did. But there are two status conditions. One is darkness and the other one is dazzle. The only problem is that dazzle, there is no Memoria that can inflict 100% that is easily available like this one. And besides, you cannot inflict darkness and dazzle at the same time because they don't stack, which sucks. So you only want to inflict darkness and you only have to do it for one turn, so that's okay. Now, this is the other Memoria I had equipped on my main attacker, in this case Suruno, Descendants of a Saint. This is a 3-star Memoria, very easy to get. And one of the best things is that despite being a 3-star Memoria, it has the stats of a 4-star Memoria. This is the only Memoria that does that. There's no other Memoria in the game that has these stats and that is, 3 stars, which is so weird, but hey, whatever. The effect is pretty good. Look at this. When it's fully ascended, attack up 40% and charge attack damage up by 20 for one turn. So yeah. If you don't have the other Memoria, which is Pinch is a Chance, which is the one I use for trying to hit the critical hit, you want to use this. If we check Suruno, I mean, she's, one of the first units in the game. Her stats are not the best, but if you're a newbie or a free-to-play player, this is the best you got most of the time, most likely. Okay, let's close this. Alright, so this is my other girl. I want to talk to you about Ayame. Why? Well, because she's actually another viable option. Let me show you why. Let's go in this screen. Okay, here's Ayame equipped with what I want to use for my other strategy. I cannot show it to you because the 100 evils don't let me make a team of 1. I need to make a team of 3. Okay, here we have Ayame. He has more or less the same attack as Suruno. A better defense. But that's not important. Let's see her Memoria and let me explain why she's good. Okay, first of all, she can inflict darkness with this Memoria. That's okay. Now, this is the most important part of it. This is Ayame's personal Memoria. I don't remember the name. Ayame collection. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Remember. If we check it, Ayame collection chance to critical hit 100% to sell for one turn. So I think there is only like two or three magical girls that have this effect. The other one being Sakurako, the 1,000 year Sakura tree rumor. And Sakurako is actually, the unit you want to use when using that strategy, but since she's not fire attribute, no use. Okay, so getting back to Ayame, you can totally solo the Kimochi with just Ayame. Uh, Here we go. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Ayame has 3 charge discs. So let me uh, paint you like a picture in here. Okay, you have a solo Ayame. Each turn you are going to use charge. Now if we go down, Ayame has the charge combo plus. So each time she uses a charge combo or she participates in one, the combo goes a +1. So each time Ayame does a charge combo, it's gonna be a +9. So you're going to go like this. Turn 1, charge, charge, charge. Turn 2, charge, charge, charge. Turn 3, charge, charge, and you finish with a blast, but you have to remember to activate the Ayame collection first. That way, when you hit blast, you're gonna hit the Kimochi for a critical hit, guarantee, with a blast disc charged with +20. +20 charge. And also remember to inflict darkness on the Kimochi. So you're going to inflict darkness, activate your 100% critical hit chance, and then you're going to attack, charge, charge, blast. I guarantee you that is gonna be enough damage to make the battles like with a solo unit like Ayame viable. And then comes turn 4, you can go again, charge, charge, charge. Turn 5, charge, charge, charge. And turn 6, you can do again, charge, charge, blast. But of course, by turn 6, it's not gonna be the same amount of damage, but it's gonna be something. It's gonna add up. The best thing is that you can actually buy Ayame in the shop, in the game. Let me show you. Let's go back to the game. Let's go to the shop. Is the music still playing? Yes, it is. Sorry. If the music changes, it's because I'm changing, screens on OBS. Both screens have different music, I think. So sorry about that. It shouldn't be too distracting, I hope. Okay, let's go. Yeah, here. See? You can buy her with your Destiny gems. Yeah, I think there are gems, right? Because the crystals is the other one. Or you can use Destiny bottles to buy her. And you can buy, her crystals, and you can buy her upgrade materials. You have everything you need in here. And it's not gonna cost you too much. Let's see. 100. Actually, this is how much? Ooh, 900. Okay, that may cost you. Can you buy her with Destiny bottles? Destiny bottles are cheaper. Let's see. Ayame. I'm very sorry. It's because since I cannot read Japanese, I think you can buy it with Destiny bottles. I mean, I can buy Yeah, I can buy Lapine. And Lapine was an event unit too. Ayame should be around here. Also, the screen I'm seeing is a little too far away from me. That's why I have a difficult time. If not, you can go with the other strategy. There is also a third strategy I want to talk to you about. Well, let's go to the third strategy. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. But yeah, let's go to the next strategy. Now, this strategy, I only mention it because we're still on the Sakura Kyoko Doppel version event, and there is a chance you may have rolled for her. Even if you have her at 2 slots, you could go for her. Like solo the Kimochi with her. Because she has blast. I keep saying because too much, sorry. She has, she can blast combo herself all the turns. She gains MP, which if you really wanted to, you could use Magia, but remember the boss is protected against Magia. It will receive damage, but not too much. Also, she has chance to dazzle on attack, 20%. So she doesn't even have to equip anything to cause darkness or dazzle. She comes with it. She charges mana faster, and she has flame attribute attack up. So yeah. And this always happens, when a Kimochi is coming, the unit from the event before the Kimochi is always a unit that is custom made, like tailor made for the Kimochi. There is nothing wrong with that. And in this case, if you have roll for her, go for it. You could try another option. If you have Sakura Kyoko Doppel version, you could try using Kaoru if you have her. The the Kazumi Magica event was some months ago, on last October, I think. Kaoru is good despite only having 2 charge discs because she has charge draw and it doesn't have to come from a Memoria, she just has it. So you can use Kaoru and Sakura Kyoko Doppel version. Oh, sorry, wrong Kyoko. Here we go. You could start the battle with charge draw, get your charge discs up. You could even place another unit that also has charge draw, like Akira. And then on the third turn, use your blast draw and just go to town on the boss. It's an option. I'm just, giving you recommendations. Of course, if you have regular Kyoko or Summer Kyoko, you can also go for them. They are not better than the Doppel version, but they are still, attack oriented blast units that are fire attributes. So yeah. Or you could use Yuri if you have her. She's pretty good. I mean, she increases her attack. She has chance to burn. The stuff. Now for the regular tips. That's enough for our strategy. Let's close this one. We're not going to need it. Let's close this one. Let's close this one. This one. This one. This one. Oh yeah, I already explained why using Rio wasn't a viable idea, sadly. She has pretty good attack, but not viable, sorry. Okay, so the boss can only be damaged. Well, no, actually, he receives damage from all sorts of this, but receives extra damage from blast and charge. So you want to look for charge attack damage up, and charge this damage up. They are two different effects. They sound the same, but no, they are different. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. Charge this damage up. They sound the same, but no, they are different effects. So the first one, charge attack damage up. The target will deal more damage with a cellar or blast disc if they are used after the charge disc. Simple enough. So basically, when you attack, when you have charge already backing you up, this makes it so the charge deal more damage. So if I have plus 10 charge and I attack with a blast disc, I'm gonna hit for more damage thanks to this effect. And then you have this one, charge this damage up. The icon is different and the effect is also different. The target deals more damage with charged disc attacks. Damage dealt increased by the percentage shown. So yeah, you want to place this one on units like Kaoru. So when she attacks with her charged disc, it inflicts more damage. And you want to place this on units like Sakura Kyoko, because this will make it so her blast disc hit for more damage if you have, some charges already in place. Aside from that, just look for blast up and attack damage up. And I think that's it. To be honest, this aside from the strategies I gave you, the rest is just up to you. If you want more like general tips on how to use the wiki, just watch my previous video. I go more in depth about how to look for effects and stuff like that. That's for the last Kimochi Raid, which was water attribute, so we were using a forest team. But how to navigate the wiki still stays the same, so you could watch that and use it to complement this video. I just want to show you specific strategies and then things like this, some general tips. And hopefully this is enough to help you, get all the rewards from the raid, because that's the important thing. You cannot, being a free player, one of the realities you have to face is that you cannot compete against the whales and the Japanese players, because the whales can just throw money at the problem, and the Japanese players can actually read and strategize a little bit more than us. So yeah. But hey, you get all you need. You get the crystals, you get the money. So no harm, no foul, no problem. Okay, let's go back into the game. Whoop. Now, if you have any more questions, like maybe a specific question, you can leave the question at the topic I place on the subreddit, and I'll try my best to check them out. Or maybe leave a comment on my Facebook, on my YouTube video. Or you can also go into my Discord server. Sorry, where is the... Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Sorry, I had a little animation for Discord, but it's not playing. Oh, whatever. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. So anyways, enjoy the video, leave a like. This one works. Have something to say? Comment down below. It works, nice. One more, please subscribe. If this video ending, you can bet it is. So I really thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.